What's up, my viewers and subscribers? What's up? A blessed morning to you guys. Morning. Welcome back to the channel. First things first, let me apologize about the lighting. I am actually on the road at work already, just taking some time to give you guys this video real quick. So some information coming in out of that warm-up game between West Indies and I think it was the New South Wales team. Yeah man, West Indies batting first at the end of day one. Gonna give you the scorecard. Plus we're gonna talk a little bit about that Barbados versus Trinidad and Tobago semi-final last night. It was a pretty close game of viewers. Both teams were able to get over 300 runs, and we also saw where we had two centurions, one from each team, and a couple of half centuries also. So we're gonna go down into that, my peeps. So just make sure that you hit that subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed, and watch the video until the end. So first things first, as we know, West Indies, we are getting set to take on Australia in 2 test matches, right? And we are currently involved in a warm-up game. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is give you guys the information as it relates to how we went last night. So batting first, the West Indies, we were actually 297 for 5. 297 for 5, so pretty close to 300. 3 more runs and we're 300. And yeah, 297 for 5, my viewers and subscribers, at the end of day one. Blackwood finished the day on 42 not out, and former captain Jason Holder, he is not out on 50. So 2 set batsmen at the crease. Jason Holder would have brought up his half century already, as I said, and Jermaine Blackwood is 42 and looking to push on. 297 for 5. Earlier we had Brathwaite and Shamar Brooks. Both guys opened the innings and they got us off to a very good start. You know, they did pretty well. Pretty surprising. I thought Tejnaran Shandopal was going to get the opportunity to open to basically feel his way in, but it would appear as if they don't plan to use him in the first test, or probably they plan to use him, but they don't want them to get any clip of him or get any look at him. That would make any sense to me still. If you're planning to use him, I would think that you give him the opportunity to go and play in the first and get used to the conditions, basically, you know, see what it's like and all of that. Give him some good practice. So yeah, Shamar Brooks and Brathwaite open up. As I said, both guys did well. Brathwaite, he got 75 off 114 deliveries, patient as usual, making sure that he was able to see off the new ball. Shamar Brooks had 56 from 116 deliveries, so went at a slower strike rate, but at the same time, both guys were able to stay there and see off the new ball. A couple of guys in the middle there didn't get any runs. Nkrumah Bonner got 15. Kyle Mayers, he had 17. Reefer had 21. I think Reefer, he actually batted at number 3. So, you know, those guys, that's how it went. Shamar, Bonner, Reefer, and Kyle Mayers. They were all able to get starts, but weren't able to kick on. As I said, Bonner 15 from 15, and Mayers 17. Reefer got 21 batting at 3. Now, I don't know who are the other guys that are going to be batting, my viewers, because as I said, we have lost 5 wickets. Jason Hole and Blackwood still at the crease. I am assuming that Rastan Chase will have to bat though, because we're going to use a spinner in the game, so more than likely he will be there. Joshua De Silva will also be there, and I am thinking probably Alzari Joseph and things. So it doesn't seem as if Tejnaran Shandopal will be involved in this one at all. I don't know. It's a warm-up game, so anything can probably happen. But in terms of the batting lineups order that they used, it was Brathwaite and Brooks opening. Shamar Brooks at 3, Bonner at 4, Blackwood at 5, Mayers at 6, and I think Jason Holder was the man that came at 7. So that is how it is looking, my viewers. As I said, I don't know who the other guys are that's going to actually go out there. As I said, it's a warm-up game, so any card can play. So that is what it's looking like so far in that game. So quickly before we run out of here, let me touch base with that semi-final that was played last night. Juicy semi-final. Both teams getting over 300 runs. Couple of centuries in the game. We had Trinidad and Tobago ended up winning that game, you know. we had a century from Puran. We also had a century from Primus. He was pretty good. My viewers got 100. I think it was 130 not out. Extremely good batting from him. So Trinidad and Tobago, Red Force, they batted first and got 312 for 6. Very good to see both teams getting over 300. Puran, he topped scored for TNT with 111. Django finally getting some runs under his belt, getting 81. Bravo getting 54, and Hussein 42. So Puran continuing that good little run of form. Darren Bravo also continuing his good run of form. As I would have said in a video yesterday, good to see Bravo getting some runs. You know, if he gets run, well, I had said that if he got some good runs in the semi-finals and go to the finals and get some big runs, you know, they probably going to have to continue. They probably going to have to give him a look in again where ODI is concerned. So those were the top scorers for Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. Now Springer, he had 4 for 64, right? 4 for 64. And Hakeem Jordan had 2 for 31. So that is how the batting went for Trinidad and Tobago and the bowling for Barbados. All right, when it came around for Barbados to chase down that total now, the top scorer, you know, the top scorer was Primus. He had, as I said, 130 not out actually. The top order is where they lost it, my peeps. Shea Hope 24, Kyle Hope 4, Jonathan Carter got a start but didn't kick on. He actually got 45. Nicholas Curtin, he had 35. Curtin, I think Nicholas is his first name. He had 35. Primus, as I said, was the man that stood tall in the middle of everything, getting 130 of 70 deliveries. And that is how it went there, my peeps. In terms of the bowling for Trinidad and Tobago, we would have seen Shannon Gabriel continuing to show that he's definitely a force to be reckoned with, where the Super 50 is concerned. I would have indicated yesterday that if he continues like this, then maybe his career will have to take a turn from tests only to ODIs only, because he's doing his thing in the Super 50. And me saying that these guys making runs and taking wickets in Super 50 doesn't necessarily mean they are going to be the most successful out there at the international level. But at the end of the day, this is the cricket that is in front of them, and we have to select the guys that are performing. I know that you're going to have some people that going to go off the big names, the past names that would have dominated, that would have played well at international level, but at the end of the day, this is the cricket that is in front of them. This is what they need to dominate. So the ones that are dominating it, you have to give them a look in. I just saw it go, in my opinion, at least. Shannon Gabriel, he got 4 for 43. Karai and Narayan and Khan, they all had a wicket apiece. So Barbados, they ended up on 302 for 8. Trinidad and Tobago ended up winning that game by 11 runs. Boy, guys, place kind of cold now. You hear my voice cracking up. So that is how that semi-finals went, my viewers and subscribers. Trinidad and Tobago taking that semi-final by 11 runs. Jamaica will now take on Guyana. I am hoping that that will be another high-scoring one. Obviously, I want Jamaica to come out victorious. But as I said, if we get a close game and Guyana end up winning, I won't really beat up myself. You understand? I know the regional people, they support their cricket and they love when their team win. But at the end of the day, as I said, I want the title to go home to Jamaica. But if we see a couple of guys from the opposing team performing well, and we know that these guys are talented enough to go on to West Indies, I don't really, I don't want to say I don't really care, but I want at the end of the day West Indies cricket to win. That is the cricket that I really support, wholeheartedly. So we're going to keep a close eye on this semi-final, my peeps. So that is your early morning breakdown. Time for me to run out of here, my peeps. Big up on yourself.